Thank you, Ambika. Thank you, Joes. Good morning to the entire TIA summit. I'm very glad to be here, and I'm also very glad that the TIA summit is tackling such a big topic, because when it comes to sustainability, the climate emergency, you might argue there is no topic bigger than that. So the government I represent, which is the German government, is aware of that. It is maybe the highest political priority in Germany at the moment, one could argue. And in a true German fashion, of course, we have a strategy, and it's called the German's Sustainable Development Strategy. In true German fashion, it is also not short. It has 384 pages, and it covers all aspects of sustainable development you could ever think about, or you would ever love to explore, or maybe not explore. It is a holistic strategy reaching from a climate strategy to the United Nations Social Development Goals. So I want to focus in my brief remarks on the former. And I think what is going on in Germany right now in that area is something really special. And to highlight what we have already achieved is in 2019, 43% of all electricity was generated through renewable resources. Since 1919, we've cut our greenhouse gas emissions by 35.7%. Not good enough. We wanted to do 40. That's part of the truth. But it's still not where we want to be or where we feel we need to be. We want to reduce greenhouse gas emission by 55% by 2030. We want to phase out the use of coal entirely. We want to restructure our entire mobility. And some of you might know Germany, some of you might know a little bit about Germany. In a country like Germany, that is equivalent to an industrial revolution. I mean, we are the inventor of the combustion engine, and we're going full electric. NRW, which we are showcasing in this session today, was the heart of the coal industry. It's sort of the DNA of that region. We're phasing it out. Every sector across all industry has to do its bit. And I cannot stress that enough, because by 2030, we want to have 65% renewables, by 2050, 100%. The scale of this undertaking is massive. And of course, we've seen in recent years this comes at a price. Political controversies, social controversies. In the last few years, we have seen what rising energy prices can do emotionally to the German population, and of course, how it affects everyone. This was also fueled by the war of aggression by Russia against Ukraine. Nonetheless, I think this is where government plays a crucial role. Government needs to alleviate the pressure. Government needs to assure the people that the energy transition will not lead them into poverty, frankly speaking. And I think it is vital and is crucial that government, in whatever form it takes, be it local, state, or federal government, takes that seriously and manages to do that. Because if you lose the people, you have no chance of getting this done. So to finish off, I want to highlight a larger point. In Germany, people are very passionate about climate policy, and I say that passionate on both sides. You have those activists who are, fighting desperately for stricter climate policy, and sometimes I personally get the feeling that they believe that if it can be done in Germany, will save the climate worldwide. Which is of course not the case. Germany is a relatively small country. We need India, China, the US, just to name a few notable actors. So I think that is a falsehood. But on the other side of the spectrum, it is also not true that just because Germany is a smaller country, we just shouldn't do anything because it doesn't matter. Because you could argue what matters is India, China, and the US. However, I want to leave you with a stat which is very telling. So Germany has 1% of the world's population, but has 2% of the world's emission. So And that is not even speaking of historical emissions, which we could also take into consideration, right? So we as a country have a long way to go together with all the international partners. It is a daunting task, and we don't know where it will lead, but I do believe there is no alternative in giving it our all. Thank you very much.